Okay, guys. How we going? So we're gonna do a live. I don't do as many lives now. I try to do one live a day and two videos a day. Any more than that is a bonus. So we've already done two videos, and we're on our live. I have actually done another video, a Priscilla video. A guy called Bud, interviewed her last night. I started reviewing that. I only managed to get 10 minutes in. She's telling so many lies that it kept stopping me, kept stop, start. And I ended up, a 10-minute video ended up being about 40 minutes. So we're going to have to come back to that. I wanted today to finish off, to wrap up the Danny Smith Memphis Mafia kid stuff. Yeah, I wanted that to be sort of. I still, there was more I wanted to say. Obviously, Danny also posted another Jane left a long comment. All right, Jane, where have you left the comment? I'll go and have a look. Charlie's Army. Hey, Charlie's Army, are you new or not? I thought it was going to say Charlie's Angels then. Hi, Madeline. So I got myself a lovely butter coffee. You blend the butter with an electric blender into normal coffee. No sugar, but I have put some honey in. I do use a bit of honey, guys. Hi, Emma. So I thought we'd have a celebration and together review the interview I did with Donna Presley. Come on. Yeah. So, of course, for me, let me just tell a few people were live. For me, interviewing Donna Presley, it's never going to get better than that, ever. It will never get better than interviewing the first cousin of Elvis, a blood relation, who's even going to come to my house, which is, who'd have thought it, guys? Louis starts a Defending Elvis channel, and then within 14 months, Donna Presley is going to sit in my house, and I've interviewed her. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I interviewed her within 14 months. I'm not sure when she's coming to my house. I don't have a date for that. But so let me just quickly tell Linda we're live, tell Nicola we're live, tell Tony we're live. I did read out Elizabeth's comment today, which was great. Do you know what? I really like reading out people's comments. I need to do more of it. Yeah, I really enjoy. Honestly, I really enjoy reading your comments, and they're always amazing. And I keep posting them on our Defending Elvis Facebook page. We have the best comments, guys. You go on our Facebook page. I reckon, seriously, we got the best Facebook page. Don't you? Do you agree, guys? Our Facebook page is brilliant. Brilliant. The smartest people, honestly, the smartest people on our Defending Elvis Facebook page. And our chat, we have two chats on our Defending Elvis Facebook page, and they are brilliant. Brilliant. Both the chats. Right, okay, let's have a look. I'm just telling a few people we're live. Let's tell Nicola. I've already put it on our two chats. I've put it on our Facebook pages. So I've got my own Facebook page, and then I've got the Defending Elvis Facebook page. I always put it on there, and hopefully that gives you guys a chance to join me, right? So I got myself a coffee. I reckon I got about an hour. I'm going to try and split it into two things. So what I was thinking of doing was one live now. Now I know this is part two, but this is actually part one. Okay, guys. Okay, I know it's confusing. It's confusing, guys, but this is actually part one. I need some more hot water in that coffee. So I wanna play you these lives in order of how we made them. Yeah. Okay, I was just topping up the coffee because we're going to be here for a while, aren't we? Right. So guys, you know, we'll have a little discussion before we play it because it's only 24 minutes long. Okay, we are going to review it a bit, but just so you know, it's this interview that we had with Donna Presley was because of Karen. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it. Karen wanted to do this. Yeah. Do you know what? I haven't even told her. I haven't even asked her why. But she was like, "Louis, I think you should. I think you should interview Donna." So I said to her, well, "I love Donna. I'd love to interview her." I goes, "But it's not something I do." I said, I said, you know, I don't mind doing it, but it isn't something I push for because I'm a bit nervous of it. So Karen was like, "No, you've got to do this. You've got to do this." So let me just check your comments, guys. What are you chatting about? Elvis provided so many great live. Yeah, I agree. I agree. A lot of people turned on poor Elvis. And the interview that I have just reviewed, the Priscilla interview, is shocking. Is shocking. Yeah. Yeah. We do have a lovely community here. Thank you, Charlie. Um, Anita says to me, a great place would be at the seaside where the markets are. Yeah, Anita. Do you know what? I used to. My first ever business was in a market. My first business was at a market store in 1989. That was my first business. I quit my job, sold my car to do that, and I was selling souvenirs on the seaside, on the promenade near the beach, and it was a big hit. I was only 19 years old. Was I 19? Let me work it out. Around that. I'm getting confused. I might have just turned 20 or I don't know. I was very young. I was very young. Yeah. Let's have a look. And that was on the seafront. Let's have a look. What's that? A little away from. I'm just reading at your comments. Anyway, guys. So the whole point of this live stream is to play Donna's video part 1, even though it says part 2. This is part 1. So Karen talked me into it. Karen is very persuasive, very helpful. So Karen said to me, make sure you got your questions ready. Karen did send me some questions as well. Yeah. Now I did look at Karen's questions, but they weren't. I was thinking in a different direction. Yeah. I really had my own mind on the questions to ask. Every single question that was asked was something I decided to do. It was now literally, this is the truth, guys. 10 minutes before we went live with Donna Presley, I wrote this out. I quickly got an old children's felt tip. I got some old paper. Look at this. Look, I got some of my kids' paper. Yeah. And I quickly wrote the questions out. I did this I reckon I did it in 5 minutes. I was in a real rush. Karen was waiting for me because she had sent me the link for Zoom and I quickly put it together. Yeah. And that is where the questions came from, guys. I'm going to keep this as a keepsake. This will be important to me, this. Yeah. Even though it was like done on scraps of paper, one of them even had writing on it. And I quickly did the questions. There was about, let's have a look. There's about 50 questions. I only asked about 10 of them. 10 of them. I could literally interview Donna again and again and again. And I've got in my brain, I've got hundreds of questions. It's all up here, guys. So, right. Anyway, let's press play. Otherwise, we're never going to get this done. So, try and imagine what's happening. I'm like pretty nervous. Karen's got everything set up. Donna's waiting for me. Yeah, obviously Donna's experienced in doing these interviews, Zoom interviews. Oh, in case you don't know, guys, she's doing The Nerve tomorrow. Yeah, she's already filmed it. It's being released tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to ask Karen. Yeah. Yeah, Anna, it does feel that way at the moment. And so I'm not going to lie to you guys. The messages I'm getting now a day have quadrupled. Instead of getting I used to get around 100 a day, and I used to, through the day, I would just like them and all that, try and reply. I reckon I'm getting a lot more. I can't even say the number. So I'm struggling now to get through all the to get through the messages I'm receiving, not just on Messenger, also on YouTube, WhatsApp, email, and many other ways. I get bombarded. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm rushing through them, trying to like them, and some of them I comment. It's unbelievable. We literally have gone from here to here. Yeah, it's like this has been happening in the last 3 weeks. In the last 3 weeks, we really have had this upsurge. So, oh no, I'm fine, Anna. I'm fine. My health is good. Yeah, I had a very unusual cold. I'm definitely 100% better today, but my chest is still chesty. Yeah, my breathing is still a bit not right, but I'm definitely improving. Yeah, but that cold that I've just had was pretty serious. Yeah, but I'm all right. I'm getting through, guys. I'm getting through. Right. Okay. Let's press play. So Karen talks me into it. We're all set up. We have a small chat before we get on with it. This, even though it says part 1, even though it says part 2 is part 1. Okay. And I wanted to talk about defending, about the Trashy Smith books, the Elvis What Happened book. I wanted to talk about Priscilla. Did she love Elvis? Did he love her? And all that kind of stuff. I wanted to get into the meat and bones. But before I did that, I wanted to put Donna Presley at ease, and we were having fun. We were having a laugh before the interview started, so this has been cut down a bit, but we were having a bit of a giggle. Me and Donna hit it off straight away. I get on very, very well with Karen anyway. Me and Karen are proper mates. Okay, I don't know if she's watching. She usually tells me if she's watching. I don't think she is. Okay, let's go, guys.
The Elvis Truth Files, defending Elvis.
Donna, how do you look so young? What do you eat? What do you eat? What's your food?
What kind of food? I like cereal for breakfast, fruit, and then for dinner or for lunch, I have like
Pasta
and peas, and then for dinner or supper, whichever you want to call it, I have mandarin oranges and cheese slices. And that's it.
That sounds nice. Well, it works, doesn't it? Yeah. Is your health good?
Yes, very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, well done. You must have good genes, innit? Presley genes.
Well, that's true. I do.
Yeah.
I can't take credit for those, but I do try to take care of them.
Yeah, that's it. So, come on, that is funny. You must have Presley genes. That's funny because I do. So I've had an interesting day today. Did Karen tell you about Danny and his latest video?
Yes, she did tell me about that.
I don't get how a relative. I know that he's on blood-wise, he's not blood relative, is he? Because he's on the other side. But
no. Danny, he's Billy's son, and so he would be Elvis's second cousin on his mother's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how, because what he should be doing is helping you, praising you on your side. I don't get how there's a rivalry. There's no rivalry with you because you've never said a bad word about him.
No, never.
So I don't understand how to me, it's weird because I've got family and we are loyal and we stand by each other even through good and bad times. And you've come out with the YouTube channel, the most recent thing.
Yes.
Obviously, you've become involved with the defending thing.
Yes.
And you think he'd support you?
Well, you know, I'm a little surprised by that. I mean, at Christmas, right there at this past December, I was hosting a gala at the guest house for a British fan club.
So this is interesting, guys. Obviously, we've been doing some videos concerning Memphis Mafia Kid and Elvis Fans Matter, but mainly Danny Smith, yeah? Please don't get me wrong. I don't dislike these people. I don't hate them. I'm very, very disappointed in them. Very disappointed in them. But good luck to their channels. Good luck to Memphis Mafia Kid. Good luck to Elvis Fans Matter. I quite enjoy their channels. But I've made it very clear how I feel about their channels. I do think that the way I've been treated by Danny is very unfair. So then Donna goes on to say, look, they had a quick chat at a gala. Danny was there. She was there. He said he was going to phone her. He never did. I get the feeling that Danny doesn't like competition. Yeah. Donna is a threat. She's a first cousin. He's tried to play down her time at Gracelands when the truth is she was at Gracelands a lot longer than Danny. Let's face it, guys. So disrespectful to Donna Presley. Also, you would never think that they are relatives. Yeah, because I don't think relatives treat each other like this. Donna has never said anything against Danny until yesterday. And the only reason she said something about the Smiths yesterday, there's a couple of reasons, is because he posted a couple of videos, didn't he? Yeah, belittling her, trashing Aunt Delta, in my opinion, and almost insulting the fact that she was called Pritchett once, when she is a true Presley. Yeah, she has Presley blood in her veins. There's many people that are Presleys that are not called, do not have the last name Presley. For example, Riley Q, Finley and Harper Lockwood. The Smiths, come on. None of these people are called Presley, but they are Presley blood, aren't they? They are Presley blood, yeah? They are Elvis blood, yeah? So to sort of say that Donna is not a Presley because the name is different is ridiculous. But she actually is a Presley, and she now describes how she was allowed to use the name Presley again, and that she'll use the name Presley till the day she dies. Let's keep going, guys.
And he was one of the guests, and he came over and hugged me, asked me how I was doing. I asked him how his mom and dad were, and I said, you know, I've been trying to get a hold of your mom and dad because I thought, as you know, family members, since we've been pushed aside, that maybe we could come together and do something, and you know, and that would be great. I think the fans would love it. He said, well, I'll tell them you're trying to get a hold of them, and they never got back in contact with me. And then now all of a sudden, you know, they say I never lived at Graceland. I didn't know Elvis. Yeah. And it's really kind of, it's befuddling.
It's wrong. It's wrong. The Smiths should be supporting Donna, not belittling her. Yeah. She's not the enemy. She has decided to go down the defending Elvis route. Now, we've heard Danny say, oh, defending Elvis is stupid. Why? Why is defending Elvis stupid? He is related to Elvis. So why would defending him be stupid? The fact that a Presley, Donna, has joined our movement, defending Elvis, yeah, with Team Elvis, she obviously approves of it. She obviously thinks it's a good thing. Me and Donna and Karen have had some bloody good conversations. Trust me, Donna really does want to help defend her cousin, her family, Minnie May, Aunt Delta, Vernon, Gladys, Benjamin, Riley, Finley, Harper, Elvis, Lisa Marie. Come on. Yeah. What is wrong with wanting to defend them? But the Smiths don't want to. The Smiths would rather that we go down the trashy road with the trashy books. Yeah. And believe the trash. And then they call it truth is truth. Truth is truth. That is their excuse to trash their family relative, Elvis Presley.
To me, because I don't know why they would say that, you know, because absolutely the gospel truth.
Yeah, I think he sees you as a threat, which is so sad. Yeah, he shouldn't. Like you just said with Priscilla and the control that she had,
Mhm.
you guys were very unfairly pushed out.
Yes,
Yeah, gradually.
yes.
So he should relate. He should relate to it that you've all been through a similar thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
he doesn't. All he thinks about. I just feel that he sees you as competition. Yeah, 100%, 100%. They see her as competition. They shouldn't. They should see her as a family member, as having the same blood. Yeah, obviously it's their side. Their side of the fence is from Gladys's side. Donna's side is Vernon's side. So you get it? So it's different. As a threat to his channel, to the
Well,
views he gets, the support he gets.
well, it's like Elvis always said when they asked him about the Beatles and other musical, groups and so forth. And he said, well, it's a big world and there's plenty of room for all of us. And so, I can't say that where they would, look at that like that. I really don't.
Yeah. They don't have your heart. It's
Well,
that simple.
thank you. I appreciate that. I've always watched my family, and I've always learned from my family and from Elvis and so forth. And I saw the heart that Elvis had, and I saw the love that he had for everybody. And I can't understand it because Elvis was like a brother, to all of his family. Was probably
I
did
feel that.
probably did more for all of us and our families than anybody on the planet.
I agree. I agree. And I can't figure it out. I can't figure out. Because I don't dislike these people. This is
I don't dislike them. Yeah, and not at all.
This is where I think. See, look, I like this. Me and Donna are both clearly saying that if this isn't about disliking these people. This isn't like we're not hating on these people. This is about defending Elvis and doing what's right. All we ask is they apologize for their past mistakes. They don't trash Elvis anymore. That's all, and they show some remorse. That's all we ask. Nothing more than that. We're not against them as people, as humans, as families. We're against Elvis being trashed, whether it's in the past or today. Because remember, it's still going on. Yeah. To me, even today's video that Memphis Mafia Kid did was wrong because he tried. Remember, Danny was a child when he knew Elvis. Yeah. He's there telling us on his YouTube channel, Memphis Mafia Kid, today about Elvis's sex life, saying that Elvis would like one or two one night stands, basically. He says, sometimes Elvis was with a girl 1 or 2 nights, sometimes 1 or 2 months. We know Elvis loved the ladies. Hang on a minute. How would he know? How would Danny know about Elvis's sex life with women or with girlfriends? Why would Elvis share his private, personal, sexual details with a little boy? The truth is, Danny was a little boy. He's probably 11, 12, maybe 13. Elvis was hanging out with the Memphis Mafia and his own girlfriends. Yeah, and the people that he worked with and his own family. He wasn't hanging out with a little boy telling him his sexual details. So when I hear Memphis Mafia Kid talking about Elvis's sex life, I'm like, what are you doing? If it was Billy Smith, I'd get it. Maybe Billy Smith had more of an idea, but not Danny Smith. No chance. He's just repeating the bullshit. We actually don't know the real true ins and outs of Elvis's sex life. I accept he's a good looking man. He probably had lots of girlfriends, but we don't know the ins and outs. What would Linda Thompson think of Danny Smith's comments? What would Ginger Alden think of Danny Smith's comments? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think Danny Smith should be going on a YouTube channel talking about Elvis's one night stands. We all know that Elvis loved to be with women. He loved the companionship of women. He loved reading to them. He loved talking about, the Bible and his spirituality. Mindy Miller clearly describes to me that Elvis was a very spiritual man. I spoke to Mindy Miller for over an hour on the phone. So she did go into detail with me about Elvis's spiritual side. Yeah. He didn't always want to just have sex all the time, guys. Why do people think all Elvis was interested in was running around shagging everything like a rabbit? You know, maybe when he was younger, even then I can't say what happened. Yeah. But when Elvis got older and more mature, no, it wasn't about conquests. It wasn't just about bonking. Yeah. He was a very deep man, a religious man, a spiritual man. He loved to get to know people inside and out. He wanted to know the real you. Yeah. So when you got Danny Smith saying, oh, yeah, come on, you know, he would have a girl for 1 or 2 nights or 1 or 2 months. How would you know? You're a child. You were a child. And why are you even talking about it? Why are you even talking about it? It's Elvis's private, personal details. Would Elvis want him to be sitting on a YouTube channel going, ho, 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 Elvis used to like one night stands, and oh, Aunt Delta was running around chasing after Al Strada, trying, yeah, get it? All frisky. Do you see what I mean? It's not right, guys. There's a right way to talk about Elvis, your relative. If you are a cousin or a relative, there's a correct way. Donna Presley, she speaks in a very beautiful, respectful way about the Presleys, about Elvis, about Minnie Mae, Aunt Delta, Uncle Vesta, and all the rest of it. Yeah. Sorry, someone's trying to ring me. That's put me off track. Yeah. The point I'm trying to say is there's the Donna Presley way of discussing Elvis, and then there's the Smiths way, the trashy way. You know, these kind of books. Yeah, the old documentaries, All the King's Men, the E True Hollywood. They even though Billy Smith was against this book, he's clearly said it. He wasn't happy with these guys when they brought this book out. He still praises them. He loves the Memphis Mafia, all of them, even the ones that trashed Elvis, that backstabbed him. So, guys, I need to get through this because my wife's trying to get hold of me. So I'll message her. Don't worry, I can just text her. She'll be all right. I'm just making a video. It's only going to take 5 minutes. They get confused. And that is, yes, I do defending. And I talk about the wrongdoing of many people, not just family members like the Smiths or the Stanleys or Priscilla or some of the Memphis Mafia. Also, just generally things that I just think have been very unfair to Elvis. Yeah, obviously Priscilla's behavior. Yeah. So I would think they would embrace that and think that was a good thing. I think the reason Karen noticed what I was doing was because not many people do it. Yeah. And so, of course, I'm guessing that Karen introduced you to defending Elvis. Yeah, you probably didn't know I existed before Karen. Yeah. That's a good, do you know what? That's a good point from Thea. Thea, it's a galabo space. Thea just put a comment, and I understand that. Thea says, Anita, to apologize is an admission of guilt and willful gossip. Their ego won't let them apologize. Because I can't understand why they won't apologize and show regret. But don't forget, Thea, I know you were replying to Anita, they're still doing it. This is why the reason the Smith topic came back up is because they're still doing it. They were asked about the book. Do you regret the book? Can't say I do, said Billy Smith. They discussed All the King's Men. What do you think of All the King's Men? Oh, it was good. It was hard to do, very emotional. But I think the fans liked it. Oh, Joe is there just happily chatting away. Joe Smith. Oh, but come on, guys. You know, Elvis had weird, odd sexual fetishes. This is why the Smiths have been brought back up in the last 3-4 months. Yeah. Their actions. It's not as simple as just apologizing and showing regret. They have to stop doing it. This ridiculous thing where they're saying they will answer any question, no matter how degrading it is, no matter how private and personal it is. no matter what Elvis would think, no matter what Lisa would think, no matter what Riley, Finley and Harper think, it's not right. They shouldn't be answering any question that you ask, no matter how vulgar it is. And even today, Billy Smith still talking about Aunt Delta running around chasing out Alstrada. Billy Smith, even today's video, guys, even saying, oh yeah, Elvis had one night stands. You know, it's none of his business. He was a kid. Danny was a kid. He wouldn't know. This is the problem. And this is why Donna Presley is fuming. Donna Presley can't believe the disgusting things that are being said by these people that are family. Donna Presley can't believe that Danny tried to belittle the fact how much time she had spent growing up in Gracelands and Circle G Ranch. He can't believe it. They're family. She has never said anything bad about them until yesterday. But the only reason Donna Presley said anything bad about them yesterday was because they had trashed her. They had belittled her, disrespected her. They had disrespected her Aunt Delta. So now she's standing up for herself. She's standing up against the Smiths. She's also standing up against Priscilla. The reason Donna Presley has started exposing Priscilla is because of this disgusting book. Karen is amazing, by the way.
Yes, she is absolutely top of the line. There's no doubt.
Yeah, you won't get more loyal than Karen.
You will not.
You won't. Karen, she's pretty strong-minded. She puts me in my place. She does. She does. Karen. So I always give Karen credit. Okay. So Tammy, you found us. Tammy, well done. You found us. I always give Karen credit. Yeah, because Karen is obviously Donna's very close friend and businessman, and manager. Yeah. Karen is the reason this is all happening. I have to give her credit because I know that this interview would not have happened if it wasn't Karen. She actually talked me into it. Yeah, I think Donna wanted to do it. Donna was really keen to do it, but it was Karen that made it happen. So thank you, Karen. Love you. Which I do need sometimes. We need a bit of debate and a bit of agree to disagree. We need a bit of that.
Yes, we do.
But I never take it personally. I always think, right, I'm learning.
Yes.
Yeah. So shall I? So, hi, Sean at Sundowners. Sean, your video this week was fantastic. Guys, did you all check out Sean's video? Sean at Sundowners. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Start going through some questions.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted a quick chit chat. I have had a tough day today with Danny Smith. Yeah. I have two very tough live streams. And come on, guys, let's face it. Danny Smith has been attacking me for a year. He's insulted me and called me many names for a year. And the only thing he can ever say that I've ever said about him is exposing his parents for trashing Elvis. But remember, I only exposed them once they started saying that they support this book. Before that, because they said it about 3 months ago. Yeah, 4 months ago. Yeah. Before that, I never mentioned them. I never spoke about the Smiths because I knew they were very popular. It's their actions that made me start bringing up this topic. Let's keep going, guys. I'm interested to know what his backlash is. Now, in case this is in the video that we post, I have nothing against Danny Smith or Billy and Joe. I wish them well. Mm-hmm. I have no hard feelings. Mm-hmm. I only ask one thing of them. Please do not say negative things about Elvis, whether they're true or not. Yes. Yeah, keep them personal and private. He deserves that because he looked after them so well. And I love their channels. Elvis Fans Matter and Memphis Mafia Kid are very good channels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. As long as they don't say negative things about Elvis, who we all love.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I ask of them. Nothing else.
Yeah.
There's nothing complicated about me. I just am a family man that wants to defend Elvis. It's that simple. And I've been saying this. Can you hear what I just said? I'm just a family man that wants to defend Elvis. That's all I am. That's all I am, guys. They want to paint me out to be this monster, this alien that has landed, yeah, from outer space, yeah, It's unbelievable the way I've been treated just because I want to defend Elvis by Elvis fans, by Elvis YouTube channels, by some of Elvis's families. It's shocking, shocking. People even make up YouTube channels that attack me. Unbelievable. And all I am is a family man. I have 5 kids with my wife, who I've been with for 20 years. I'm retired. My wife is full-time working, so I do all the cooking and shopping and washing and school runs and all that stuff. Yeah, obviously my wife does a lot as well. But the point I'm trying to say is I don't even drink. I don't smoke. I don't even go out. I don't go clubbing. I don't go to bars. I'm just a normal person. Yeah, there's nothing weird about me. I don't take drugs. I'm not on medication. I'm just a normal guy. I do a bit of exercise, bit of weightlifting, bit of running. It's well known that I'm on the keto diet. I'm treated like a mass murderer. In fact, one of the channels did start calling me the name of a mass murderer. That is how crazy it is. And these people have even tried to shut me down by lying to YouTube and giving false YouTube strikes. Luckily, YouTube sided with me, but these people did nearly shut me down. Seriously, I came that close to being shut down forever. Just because I defend Elvis, because I challenge the people that trash Elvis. Because Elvis can't defend himself, so we do it. Unbelievable. Shocking. Shocking what we have been through. Unbelievable. I'm surprised I got through it, guys. But I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough cookie. I left school when I was 15. By the time I was in my 20s, I was very successful. 15, I left home. I left home when I was 15. I had a very abusive father, which is why it's a long story, but my father being so abusive, I mean violently abusive, yeah, is what made me an Elvis fan. Thinking of Elvis took my mind off my very violent father, yeah? So I owe Elvis. I owe him. I owe Elvis everything. He is the reason I was so successful, the reason I got through those years before I left home when I was 15. Elvis, I owe him, yeah? Let's keep going. I know that there's thousands of you out there that Elvis literally saved your lives. Elvis did that. He's still saving lives now. Donna Presley will now tell us Elvis is still saving lives now in 2025. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody, especially, I mean, Elvis was such a wonderful man and did so much for everybody, and
Yeah.
millions all over the world, and is still doing so today, 48 years
Yeah.
after, and new fans coming on every day. And all this negative and, things that are being said, and, terrible things, they don't need to be said. I mean, he passed away 48 years ago. He needs to be able to rest with dignity, and integrity. And I don't understand anybody not adhering to that. No matter.
It brings, sometimes it brings me to tears. Seriously, I literally can't believe it. My story. I don't want to go into my story, but Elvis literally saved my life. Yeah, I can't. It's a lot. We'll talk about it privately, but he literally saved my life. Yeah, and so I feel indebted to Elvis.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some people find that confusing, but I've spoke to you about it before. He saved many thousands of people's lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm one of
Yeah.
thousands and thousands. Yeah. So it's not an unusual story, but some people, when I say it, think, what's he talking about? Yeah. So the first thing I was going to ask you about your mum. Yeah. Your mum sounds amazing. Today, Nash. Yeah.
So she wasn't, remember, no one knew my questions. No one knew my questions. Okay. In case you've only just joined, I did my questions in under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes, I used my kids' drawing paper. Don't tell Karen. Don't tell Karen. My kids' drawing paper. Look at the back. I literally did it in under 10 minutes just before we went live, using my kids' felt tip pens. And I quickly put the questions together. I knew what I wanted to ask. I knew I had it all up here. Okay. And after chatting with Donna and Karen for quite a while, I very much picked up on how very special Aunt Nash is. Aunt Nash is Donna's mum, Vernon's sister, but also Minnie May and Aunt Delta. I very much realised that the women in Elvis's life, the Presley girls that lived at Graceland, were very important. Molded Elvis, molded him, helped mold him. Yeah. And they meant everything to him. These women in Elvis's life meant everything to him. And I picked up on it a few weeks ago, guys. Yeah. So I wanted my first question to be about her mother. Obviously, I put her at ease, told her she looks great, asked her what she eats. But I wanted the first question to be Nash, about Nash, her mum. It's a very special story. I think she's going to go on to say it now. And when Priscilla Presley says to the world, "Oh, I was the only woman, I was just with 6 bodyguards and no one else," she is lying. When Priscilla Presley gives the impression she was in a gilded cage and there was no women, no friends, no family, she's lying. There was very amazing women at Graceland that Elvis relied on. Yeah. So I'm going to treasure this, by the way. Yeah. So, okay, let's keep going. I've still got the original business plan because I got into business around 19. I've still got it. I wrote my original business plan with my twin brother. I've got a twin called Andreas. Yeah. We're proper twins. Yeah. Identical twins. I've still got it from 1988 or 9 or something like that. Around that time, I've still got my original business plan, and I did it on a scrap of paper, and I had no money, none. I sold my car and took out a small bank loan to get into business, guys. So these things are important to me, very sentimental. Okay, obviously I did it with my twin brother. You must know that, yeah.
Yes,
Reverend Nash, is that correct?
that's correct.
I did get tearful today when I brought up when she was passing and the words that she said to you, and you were holding hands and you felt something.
Yes.
Do you mind? Could you just tell me a short thing about what you remember fondly about your mum and that moment when she passed over to you and what she said to you?
You know, Mom and I talked many times about Elvis and about the family, and you know, the reason she wrote her book in the first place is because there have been so many books written out there that you know, about Elvis, good, bad, and indifferent. You know, and she just wanted to set the record straight and let everyone know who Elvis was as a man, and who we were as a family, and so. You know, she wrote her book, and she's, you know, we discussed it many times. And she said, that day she looked at me and she said, honey, it's all up to you now, because she knew that she was not going to.
Yeah.
So yesterday when we had this discussion, I tell you, I was in tears. And when this was first told to me, I was in tears. I'm feeling strong today, so I'm not going to start crying. But this is a very special moment here where Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, true blood in her veins, Elvis blood, tells us that special. Well, it's awkward, isn't it? Because it's not, how can I say it? It's a double-edged sword, because she's losing her poor mum, Nash, who is very special. But then Nash is handing over the torch, isn't she? She's saying, it's your turn now. Yeah, very special. And then when she gets this electrical current go from Aunt Nash, get it? Remember, Aunt Nash was 9 years younger than Elvis. They used to play together when they were children. They lived next door to each other when they were children. Yeah? So this is very special for Elvis. Okay? Let's keep going.
She said, it's all up to you now. And she took my hand, and when she did, she looked at me and she said, you take care of it. It's up to you. And when she did, I literally, and I'm not making this up, I
No.
literally felt electric bolt go from her into me.
Amazing.
And so this is not something that I just woke up one morning and decided, well, I think I'll do this. This is something that I promised my mother, her deathbed, I would do. And I'm going to do it till the day I pass.
I know.
And
love it. I'm going to do it to the day I pass. And she says it with that beautiful Southern accent. And she looks absolutely stunning. She definitely does not look 75. But just the fact that she was prepared to share that with us. But not just that. I had this, I don't know why, I felt like I needed to ask that question. I felt like we needed to honour Nash. So it was, and Minnie May. Yeah, there was something in me, and Aunt Delta, there was something in me saying the women are important. The Presley women are important. I knew I wanted to ask that question. I knew it was something was pushing me. Talk about Nash. Talk about Nash. Mention Minnie May. Get it? Yeah. I can't tell you what it was. I'm sure Karen will tell me. Yeah. But this was very important to me, and it was how I wanted to start this live stream. Remember, this is part 1. Yeah, this is part 1. Part 2 is quite long. Okay, let's keep going.
You know, just to defend Elvis and let people know who he was, besides being the greatest superstar that ever walked the stage. But you know, I want him to know about Elvis and the family who helped him become the man he was. And he is still touching lives 48 years after his death and making it in people's lives. And that's the legacy that should be remembered.
I feel that your mum, Nash, is part of the reason Elvis became the man that he became. Yeah. From what I've learned. Yeah. I know that he helped her.
Oh, he's going to get me all emotional now. Louis, stop it.
With the church building. Yeah.
Yes.
And I know he bought her a couple of vehicles to help, and the piano.
Right.
And that alone tells me how special she was to Elvis.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And he would sit with your grandmother for hours and hours. He felt comfortable with Minnie May.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
that's very special.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you know, she guided him. Grandma was there every day of his life, and so was my mom. I mean, she was 9 years old when Elvis was born, and they lived next door to each other, and they played together as children. And you know, as they grew up, and you know, they remained close all through the years. And many he would, when he was at home, he'd call her over because we lived on the grounds of Graceland after we left the street. So she lived right behind them, and I lived there till I got married and went out on my own in 1971. But she remained there till several years after they opened. You know, he would call her over at night and take her up in his room, and they'd, you know, Bible study, discuss the Bible, and many other things, you know, that he wanted to talk about, that he knew that he could believe and trust in my mom to not only give him, but to keep it to herself.
Yeah.
Told you guys, the women, the Presley women, don't underestimate them. And that's part of the reason I get so annoyed by the way that they're talking about poor Aunt Delta, who can't defend herself. There's no way Elvis would be pleased with the way Aunt Delta is being discussed on. It's been 3 times now, 3 videos from Danny's channel, Memphis Mafia Kid, talking in a derogatory way about poor Aunt Delta. It's wrong, guys. It's wrong. And even Donna Presley herself finds it disgusting and uncalled for. Yeah. It's not for entertainment purposes. Yeah. Get it? Let's keep going, guys.
Amazing. Beautiful. Yeah. The Presley ladies at Gracelands were very special. And Elvis knew that. He knew that. And this is what's missing with the Elvis fans. I don't think they truly get this. Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
We need to speak more about this.
Yeah.
How important the Presley ladies were at Gracelands, including Aunt Delta.
Oh,
so that's important to me. That's something that we're going to discuss one day. So I wanted
I'm very lucky. Me, Karen, and Donna, we chat a lot. Most days, guys. You know, she's on a 10-day cruise at the moment. She's doing an Elvis cruise. So she's got a busy time ahead.
To give your mum a nod because
Thank
she's
you so
very
much.
special, very
Thank you.
special. Yeah, and I picked up on that.
Thank you.
So I'm just gonna.
I was saying we had to give Aunt Nash, Donna's mum, Vernon's sister, a nod. It was very important to me to get it in here. Remember, this is only part 1. Part 2 is longer. Part 2 is 35 minutes long. We're only doing part 1 now, but tomorrow we'll come back. We'll do part 2. Okay, guys?
Sort of do some random,
Okay.
a couple of random things. I know we don't have that long because the way Zoom works, unless we can stop and start, then maybe we can. Yeah. So,
Now, please remember, this is my first interview. I have never done an interview before, ever.
had you heard of the Defending Elvis movement? Did you know it existed, or was Karen the first to tell you about it?
I had heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know very much until Karen, and
Yeah.
telling me more about you and telling me that what you were doing and how you stand up for Elvis and defend him.
Yeah.
And this is why Karen is so important. Yeah. Karen is the reason Donna knows who I am. Yeah. So that's why I have a special place for Karen in my heart.
I mean, right, left, or and up and down, and so I'm really thrilled about that.
Yeah. Do you find it unusual that it's a guy in the UK in his kitchen? Like, it's a bit unexpected.
It is a bit odd, isn't it? The guy in the kitchen. There's a guy who works down the chip shop. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why Louis? Why Louis in his kitchen? It is a bit crazy.
Expected, yeah. A bit of a surprise.
I've met many people that were touched by Elvis in one way or another. So anything that people do to give back to Elvis for all that he did for them, whether he ever met him or not, I'm not at all surprised about it. I'm just, my heart just gets filled more and more with knowing it. So many.
See, I love that. She's basically saying, look, I know that Elvis, I feel indebted to Elvis, but millions do. Millions have. Yeah. Elvis has saved thousands and thousands and thousands of lives. Yeah. I'm just one of many. I'm one of many. Obviously, it means everything to me. This is why we're doing the Defending Elvis channel. Yeah. Because we wouldn't be doing Defending Elvis if it wasn't for how Elvis changed my life. Yeah. Affected my life. So, but it's not just me, guys. Is it? It's millions of people. Millions.
People are out there, such as yourself, that are behind Elvis. Want to just love and appreciate him for who.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm amazed that it was never supposed to be like this. I started as a small channel, just showing my love for Elvis. This has come out of the blue. I feel that there's something, it's hard to explain. I feel like it's almost like it was all meant to happen, but I don't know why.
Honestly, I do feel that way. Like this is all meant to be. Not just me, Team Elvis, Donna joining us, Ginger supporting us, Mindy Miller supports us. Even Billy Stanley said to me once that Elvis would love that I defend him. Yeah. So I don't know what to say, guys. It's a miracle. It literally is a miracle.
I don't know why, but I feel very lucky. I feel very honored. Of course, speaking to a Presley, a genuine Presley, a family member, not just Elvis, all of the Presleys, is very special. Yeah, it's very special. I feel very lucky.
I appreciate it very much. And like I said,
guys, I do feel lucky. I feel honored. Honestly, I do not take it for granted. I do not. Charlie, thank you for your lovely comments. Charlie, thank you.
I think that's amazing what you do. I really do.
Yeah. Every day I'm amazed, honestly. So
did you hear that? So we got beautiful Donna Presley. Yeah. I think what you do is amazing. I'm hearing that from Elvis's first cousin. There will never be a better compliment given to me than Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, saying, I think what you do is amazing. Obviously, she's talking about the Defending Elvis movement, Team Elvis. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm so lucky. Honestly, I don't think I deserve it. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So let's have a little think. So I'll ask some questions that you don't have to answer. I'm not trying to be dramatic or cause a disagreement or an argument. If you think I don't want to answer that question, just move on to the next question. But I am going to keep things nice and loving and caring, friendly. Yeah. So what are your general overall feelings about the Smiths and the books that have been written by
You
the
know,
Smiths?
the books that have been written that are saying negative and bad things about Elvis and continue to bring things up, that Elvis, you know, true or not, the thing of it is the man has done so much for this entire world in every capacity. And there's a lot of things that's been said out there that I know aren't true. There's a lot of things out there that, if they're true, so be it. But they don't deserve to be told. I don't like for people to be negative toward Elvis because he's done so much for everyone, and he keeps doing that. It's wrong to say these things. And Elvis, like I said, Elvis helped everybody, every family that he was close to, even families he didn't even know, he helped.
Yeah,
and he
amazing.
still. And so, why drag his name through the mud?
Yeah.
I mean, what does that do for anybody but hurt him? And also the people that love Elvis and that appreciate him for who he is in his music, they don't want to hear that. They don't care. It doesn't,
Elvis's first cousin. They don't need to hear the trashing from family members. It's unbelievable. It's shocking.
The fact of the matter is, the important thing is the man that Elvis was. And let me tell you something, and I'll tell you this right now. I'll be happy to stand up and say this. Elvis was a God-fearing man. He had a lot of faith and belief in God. He prayed every day. He read his Bible every day. So there's a lot of things that have been said out there that I absolutely do not agree with at all, believe at all. But these people who want to say these things, that's up to them. But I don't understand how they can look at themselves in the mirror and say the things that they say.
I don't understand how they can look in the mirror and say what they say. And she's right. We can't tell these people what to say. We can't tell these people, Memphis Mafia kid, Danny Smith, what to say on their channels. Even the people that have attacked us and tried to shut us down, the crazy people that make YouTube channels attacking me every day, 7 days a week. We can't control what these people do. Yeah. So we send our message out, our Defending Elvis message. We do it as a team. We are Elvis defenders around the world that come together 7 days a week to defend Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline. That's all we can do. We can't control their actions, but they have to face their own consequences. They have to look in the mirror.
It would be absolutely heartbroken. Elvis loved people. He loved his family. He loved his friends, and he was loyal to them.
Yeah.
What he knew about them, he took it to his grave. He would have never in a million years dissected, split apart, and every other thing that they possibly done and drug their names through the mud for any reason. He would have never done that, and I don't see how they could do it to him.
And I love that as well. She's basically saying, look how he has been treated by his own family, close friends, ex-wife. Come on, Priscilla Presley has done a lot of damage and is doing a lot of damage right now as we speak. She is trying to con and trick the world. Yeah. The interview that I have just reviewed with Priscilla Presley, which I'm going to post either later or tomorrow, is shocking. Yeah. She's saying, Donna Presley is saying, Elvis could never do that. Elvis would never have treated his cousins, his best friends, close friends, his ex-wife. He would never do that to them. Never. He wouldn't dream of it. Loyalty was everything to Elvis. Trust. A pledge. I love that she's done that. She's like, look how he is treated, but he would never do it to them. Says it all. And this is a first cousin, a genuine Presley is saying this.
That is an excellent answer. Great question, Karen. there's I don't understand it. Yeah, because these very same people, yeah, whether it be Priscilla or the Smiths or the Stanleys, okay,
Could
could have just written lovely books, sharing beautiful stories about growing with Elvis, living with Elvis, knowing Elvis, being around Elvis. But instead, it's almost like they felt that they had to come up with the sensationalistic type
Yes.
weird stuff. Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is this: they didn't have to write the trash books. They could have written other books that would have still sold very well, telling the world the lovely stories, their time with Elvis, being around Elvis, living with him, growing up with him, working with him, his beautiful talent, the great man that he was. They didn't have to write the trash books, but for some reason, they did. Whether they were offered a very large amount of money, whether they were angry, resentful, jealous of Elvis, because I sometimes wonder that these people that were close to Elvis, even relatives, close friends, Memphis Mafia, Priscilla, they wanted to be Elvis. They were envious of him. You get it? There's a lot of reasons why these people have double-crossed and betrayed and backstabbed Elvis. Many reasons. I think there's a lot of resentment towards Elvis, even by Billy and Joe. Seriously, guys. Yeah. So he doesn't deserve it. Elvis definitely deserves better. Yeah. So it's scary. It's shocking. And I don't even think Elvis was fully aware of just how nasty a lot of these people were going to be to him behind his back, especially after his death. Even before his death, but especially after his death. They spent decades making money from trashing him, and these are friends and family and Memphis Mafia and Priscilla.
To get more sales or views, but they didn't need it.
I mean,
because
off the cuff kind of things that are just terrible.
Yeah,
You know,
honestly,
I don't get it because, Elvis was an ordinary man. He really was. He had a feet of clay, like we all do. But he was touched by God to do extraordinary things. And he did those things while he was alive, and he's still doing them.
Yeah, he is. And the same question concerning.
So there's a very simple comment from Tammy. Hi, Tammy. They were very jealous. She says they were very jealous. That says it all. That sums it up. The friends, the family, the Memphis Mafia, the ex-wife, the cousins. They were just very, very jealous. It's that simple.
The Stanleys, have you met them? And obviously Dave said some very extreme things, which I won't even talk about what he said because I don't need to, because it's rubbish.
Right.
But how do you feel that these three stepbrothers, because I know I've done a lot of research on the stepbrothers and on Dee Stanley. Elvis literally brought them in from a terrible life.
Yes, he did.
He picked them all up, gave them a cuddle. He took them upstairs and prayed with them, got on his knees and prayed with those three boys.
So I know the story because obviously I've read Billy Stanley's book. I don't understand why Billy Stanley has been funny with me because I was so kind to him, so nice to him. I even read his book. Billy Stanley requested me to read his book. He phoned me up, said to me, please read my book, which I bought it and read it. And I don't understand why he turned on me. I have no idea. I mean, he wasn't horrible. He just shut me down, blocked me. Yeah. It's so sad. So sad. Because Billy Stanley was the one of all of the Stanleys that I was okay with. I'm never going to be okay with David or Ricky or Dee Stanley. I will never be happy with them, ever. But Billy, because he defends and because he wrote a beautiful book, The Faith of Elvis, I thought we'll give him a chance because he defends Elvis. Yeah, he wrote a beautiful book, but he's turned on me, guys, and he's blocked me. So sad. So sad.
Yeah.
Yes, he
When he first met them. Okay, obviously we know Elvis prayed every night. He would get down on his knees and pray.
Don't forget, Billy Stanley asked me at least 5 times to do a live interview with him. He really wanted me to interview him, just like I have Donna Presley. So I'll never understand the way he turned on me. I did nothing to him. Nothing. I was always full of respect, always very kind and friendly to Billy Stanley. I even read his book out on YouTube. So on that. Sometimes things just don't make sense.
So these boys that he gave literally a life that they should never have had, because Dee had basically abandoned them. Yeah.
Yes.
Were given this fantastic, beautiful life that you can only dream of. Yeah. And their thanks is when they became teenagers, especially David, especially Ricky, is to literally trash him again and again and again. Why? Why do you think they did that?
I have no idea. I really don't. Like I said, Louis, I don't understand when Elvis has done so much for so many people.
Mhm.
They can just trash him and drag him through the mud.
Yeah.
You know, he's not here to defend himself.
No.
So it takes people like us to stand up and say, look, enough is enough. It doesn't,
Yeah.
you know, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, the fans are going to love Elvis one way or the other.
Right? Yeah, they are. Yeah. No matter
But,
what is said about him, they will always be there for him.
But the thing of it is why do this? I don't understand. You say you love Elvis. Why are you trying to hurt him? You know it would destroy him. You know he would be heartbroken.
Gutted.
I love that. That one comment. They must know. The Stanleys, the Smiths, the ex-wife, the Memphis Mafia when they were alive. They knew that this would destroy, well, not destroy him, but how much this would hurt him. How much this would hurt him. They knew, and they still know. Billy Smith, Joe Smith, Danny Smith, they know that when they are saying the disgusting, negative, trashy comments on their YouTube channels, that Elvis would hate it. Elvis would be so disappointed. He'd be disgusted with their behavior. Even this silly recent thing with Aunt Delta or Danny Smith saying about Elvis having one-night stands. They know he would hate it. And Elvis was so good to those three boys. The Stanley boys were basically homeless, weren't they? They were abandoned by Dee Stanley. Yeah, and Elvis was going to look after them. Elvis was like, I'm going to look after those three boys. Billy, Rick, and Dave. Yeah, he looked after Dee Stanley, let's face it, as well. Yeah, Dee Stanley struck gold when she met Vernon. She struck gold. Yeah, the things that Dee Stanley went on to say about Elvis are the most disgusting things a human being could ever say. For money. For money. And years later, she admitted it was for money. It's disgusting. The things that Ricky and David Stanley said about Elvis are disgusting. Unforgivable. Poor Elvis. All of them knew that this was going to break Elvis's heart. Even in death, in heaven, Elvis would be turning in his grave how disgusting these people have treated him in books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids, interviews, even now with Priscilla Presley running around the world lying about Elvis and Lisa for money to sell more books. It's disgusting. And this is why I'm so glad that Donna Presley is standing up to Priscilla. Donna Presley is the first Presley to stand up to Priscilla. I don't think I've ever known anyone important within the Presley bloodline stand up to Priscilla. They are all too scared to stand up to her. Well, now Donna Presley says the time for silence is over, and she is standing up against Priscilla, and she will stand up against the Smiths and the Stanleys if need be. 100%. She will. She wants what's right for her first cousin Elvis, for her family, the Presleys. I got to go, guys. I got to go. But I am so proud of Donna Presley. Very special. And thank you, Karen. Very, very special.
All he ever asked was loyalty. That's all.
Yeah, and he hasn't got it. And the thing is, the one thing I've learned through my research, and I have researchers that help me as well, is that the people that were most, the people that double-crossed Elvis the worst were the people closest to him.
Yes.
This is the, so the people that have been loyal, like yourself, like I don't know, Charlie Hodge, Larry Geller, the people that have been loyal stand out. You notice them. Like Anne Margaret.
Yes.
People that have always kept things here, yeah, they stand out. But the people that surrounded Elvis, so many of the Memphis Mafia members, obviously the Smiths, the Stanleys, definitely 100% Priscilla has massively betrayed Elvis, yeah, in every way she can. She's
Yeah, I agree with that. Anna has just said something. I believe Lisa Marie stood up. Oh no, 100% yes. Lisa Marie was a #1 defender. I 100% agree with that. Anita, thank you for that. That is, I mean, Anna, that is so important. Yes, she is a #1 defender. Poor Lisa Marie.
probably the one that has done the most damage.
Yes.
But the thing I've learned as a defender of Elvis, running my channel with Team Elvis, yeah, because obviously we have a team that comes together,
Yes.
is that the people closest to Elvis hurt him the most when he was gone. Yeah. I don't understand it.
I don't either. I can't wrap my head around any of it.
Gotta go, guys. Love you all. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to all the new people, the new members, the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. Team Elvis, you rock. I gotta go and cook dinner for the kids. Take care, guys.
Elvis Truth Files, The Lies End Here, with Louis Macredis and Team Elvis.
See you later, guys. Love you all.